Okay. I keep seeing the same question, and I find it difficult to believe that these people don't know the answer, but I'm going to explain it anyway because it's possible that he has a lot of new viewers who simply don't know what's going on because he lies. So the question I'm receiving is, what did Adonis Paul ever do to me? Why am I so mad at Adonis Paul? Why won't I just leave him alone? Adonis Paul held a fundraiser targeting my disabled brother's grave that raised $1,500 for him personally and caused my maternal aunt to visit my brother's grave with apple juice twice. That's what Adonis Paul did to me. And no, I will never forget that, and I will never let that go. Because he held a fundraiser that sent my maternal aunt to my brother's grave with apple juice. My brother was handicapped because my father was abusive. A lot of the family doesn't know this. I know this. My aunt knew this. When my brother was born, the day my brother was born, my father came home angry at my mother. He decided in his mind that the child in her belly was going to be a girl. He already had 2 girls. He didn't want another goddamn girl. And he started beating her. And he sat on her stomach and he choked her and he beat her head into the floor. And when the neighbors pulled him off of her, she was unconscious. And they rushed my mother to the hospital, and they did an emergency C-section, which is the only reason my brother survived. And after that, he lived his entire life in a wheelchair. He never spoke. He never walked. He couldn't feed himself. And he was neglected he was neglected more than anybody else in that house because the rest of us could somewhat take care of ourselves. Bubba never could. In that house of roaches and anger and drugs for 24 years, that boy was forced to just lay there and witness it all. In a filthy diaper, half naked. Because even as a grown man, they didn't bother to put clothes on him. The reason why he would just piss through them. You have no idea how much my brother means to me. You have no idea how much it hurts that Adonis Paul targeted my brother's grave, or that my brother's own family went along with it and helped to target. But I understand that they did because my family is abusive. And abusive people don't understand jokes. An abusive person can turn a joke into an abusive action very quickly. And Adonis Paul has tried to say it was just a joke. He was just trying to upset me. It was just a joke. He didn't really mean to target my brother's grave. But my family is abusive, and they turned your little joke into an actual abusive action. He used my brother to profit for himself. And that will never be okay. And now every time you see him mocking a disabled person, he's literally making fun of me and my brother. Every time he talks about, oh, I helped a disabled boy today, he's mocking the fact that he actually profits off of targeting disabled boys. It's all If you knew the truth, if you knew what he actually did, everything that he does would come off as so disgusting to you. But he lies. He deletes things and he lies, and then he gets new viewers who simply don't understand because they didn't see the reality. They didn't see the original post. They only saw that 5 years later, this crazy bitch is still stalking him and still won't leave him alone. They don't understand how badly he hurt me for me to not be able to just leave it alone. Yes, I still want him off of YouTube. Yes, I still report him every time I see something that is wrong, that YouTube should not be allowing. And I'm still going to speak out whenever I see him doing shit that is simply wrong. The other day when I was making videos about him because he was lying about donating to charities, I'm going to talk about that stuff because he's wrong for doing it. No, it didn't affect me, but it affects other people. The things that he's doing affect people. And if nobody ever speaks out about them, then nobody will ever know because everybody in his group thinks it's funny. Everybody watching it thinks it's so funny to target disabled people, to target homeless people, to make fun of the people that are hurting. It's so hilarious. And YouTube ignores it, and everybody just ignores it and says it's okay because there's so many people that think it's funny, and it's not. It's not funny. And if I have to speak out about him for the rest of my life, I will. Even if he never says another word about me, I will speak out about him for the rest of my life. He targeted my disabled brother's grave. He caused my abusive family to actually visit my disabled brother's grave. I'm never going to just let that go. There's no amount of money he could pay me to make it okay. And he's never tried to make it okay. He's never apologized to me. Never really. His I'm sorries don't mean anything. If I got a genuine apology and I knew that he actually felt bad for what he did, maybe I could let it go. But that would require him to actually change because people who feel bad about what they've done change their actions. If he genuinely felt bad about what he did to my brother and me, he would not continue doing it to other people. So even if he said he was sorry, I would not believe him if he continued doing what he's doing. Unless he changes what he's doing, I will never trust him enough to accept his apology, and I will never forgive him, and I will never stop speaking out when I see him doing wrong to other people. Until it kills me. And eventually it's going to kill me because they're never going to stop harassing me. They have the money to hurt me a lot more than my speaking out about them will ever affect. But I can't. I'm supposed to just give up and say it's okay that they went after my brother's grave? He was worthless, right? He was nothing. He didn't matter. So it's okay to just forget and let things happen to him. His entire life was a nightmare. And because of Adonis Paul, he can't even be in his grave peacefully. That's what Adonis Paul did to me. He did a lot of other things too. But the reason I'm never just going to go away is because of what he did to my brother's grave.